Header here on Rewind 94.9 and KPQX Havre. Welcome back in, everybody. Saints Game Day driven by Placer Motors. Daniel Sally, Gary Turcotte here for Game 2 of tonight's Frontier Conference doubleheader between the Carroll College Fighting Saints and the MSU-Northern Lights. And Coach Turcotte, 82-40 in Game 1 tonight. The Carroll women getting a win. Now the Carroll men hoping to make it an even sweep. They come into the game ranked 4th in the country as of the latest NAIA poll, 10-0 on the year as well. And Coach Paulson, he's pressing all the right buttons. He's got a really good basketball team, and I'm excited to watch them play again here tonight.
Well, it will be, and this is a tremendous series between these two schools. I mean, it has been very, very competitive over the years, but lately Carroll has had the upper hand. They have won, a high percentage of the games lately. I don't have the exact numbers, but I know it is substantial. And Sean Hughes, he doesn't like that. He's a very good coach in his own right. And I'm sure he's got his guys ready and roaring to go tonight.
Well, let's talk about MSU-Northern a little bit because they got a nice little team of their own right now, 7-1 so far on the season. Their one loss, I believe, was to Rochester up in Canada. But
Right.
other than that, they've been really good, and they had a big win against Our Lady of the Lake, a tough Our Lady of the Lake team that we saw play here a couple weeks ago, went up to Havre that weekend, and they ended up coming out with a win. Northern did, beat them by double digits. That's not an easy team to beat by double digits.
No, it isn't.
We saw they were on a brutal press. They're long, and they can really guard.
Yep.
Northern was able to manipulate it, get their buckets, win that game, and they got a two-headed monster, Maceo McCadney and David Harris, that they're going to be running behind tonight, and they can play with some of the best teams in this town. We got our guys. We got Shamrock and Jovan, sort of our dynamic duo, two seniors, two veterans who have been going at it a long time. That's what they have in McCadney and David Harris. They are marvelous. And Coach Kurt Paulson, he's going to mention them in his interview, but he thinks very highly of those two guys, and he thinks very highly of this Northern basketball team.
Well, he does, and he should. Once again, Carroll men have had a really successful preseason, 10-0. A lot of close games that they've won, Daniel. I mean, They're 10-0, but they haven't exactly blown people out. A very good defensive team. A little bit inconsistent shooting the basketball from the perimeter, but the defense and the rebounding has been really, really outstanding.
Yeah, I think you're spot on. And it's exciting that we get to watch two teams of this caliber play tonight.
Yeah.
And it's just a preview of what we're going to see night in and night out in the Frontier Conference. But we talked about a little bit during the women's game. The team with the target on their back is the Carroll College Fighting Saints. You know, they were kind of second fiddle in the Frontier last year behind Providence, but Providence had Darko Kelly. He's not there anymore, and Carroll was the team that ended up making the deeper run in the tournament. They were the ones picked to finish first. They got the guy who everyone thinks is going to be the league MVP in Jovan Slavankinen. So like we said, they're going to get everyone's best night in, night out, and that's a testament to what kind of basketball they've been playing. They've had a couple tight games. You know, they went to overtime at Bushnell. That was a close one. They won by 3 the next day against Corbin in their last 2 games. But they know how to play in those close games. They've played in playoff-type atmospheres, and they got a lot of veterans now. It's funny, just a couple years ago, or my first year calling the games with you, Coach, there you watch them, and it's Dane Warp. You got Shamrock and Jovan, who were sophomores, and then just a bunch of freshmen running around. Well, those freshmen, it was Afani Okeke, Johnny Hillman, Brendan Temple. Those guys are all vets now.
They are.
They have some it's
played in a lot of big games.
Yeah, and it sucks that they missed out on the tournament their freshman year.
Yeah.
But they played a lot of big games last year.
Yeah.
And whether there was fans there or not, you know, it's one thing, but that doesn't take away from the type of intensity that's happening out there in between the lines.
And, of course, the reason, as you reminded me last game, that they didn't go when those kids were freshmen was the COVID year. Mm-hmm. They didn't have a tournament.
Nope.
Or they would have gone.
Yeah, they qualified.
Yeah.
They got second in the conference. I remember going down to Lewiston for that LC State Conference Championship game and then never calling a game again until the next November. But
yeah,
they are, though.
That was tough.
These guys have gone through a lot together.
They have.
I think it's important to note, and like I said, it's a veteran group now, but that's not to take away from the young guys. You know, Guillaume Marat played a lot as freshmen last year, and now Andrew Cook and Garrett Long are really stepping into some big roles with this team. And I got to give a tip of the cap to Garrett Long because on Monday night at the exhibition at Utah State, he was fantastic.
Well, somebody forgot to tell Garrett that he was a freshman and that he was playing at one of the top teams in the country. As I look at that team and think about that they beat Oklahoma, and Oklahoma just beat somebody this week that they shouldn't have beat. Oklahoma beat somebody 14th team in the nation. I should know that, and I can't remember. But
was it maybe Creighton?
It was.
I don't know.
No, it was an Eastern school, a really good one. There was not 14 in the country. Oklahoma beat them, and substantially beat them. But Utah State is really good, and Garrett just went in there and he got double figures.
Yeah.
I mean, he just attacked them. A very impressive performance for young Garrett from Wenatchee, Washington.
Yeah, and that's a guy who he's continued to get better. His shot's really coming along. You know, he's really developing that jumper, but it's been good for mid-range, and he's just so athletic. Mm-hmm. And what he does is he does so many things well without the ball in his hands. He's just very talented, very athletic, and just has a great, very high basketball IQ.
I should mention, Daniel, that he plays for Travis Williams, who played here, was All-American.
MVP of the league.
MVP of the league. He played at Carroll. He's a Three Forks kid and just had a great career here. What a wonderful guy. And, I mean, he was a business major, and I said, you know, I think, Travis, you're going to want to be a coach. You love basketball. Oh, I don't know. Well, he got out and he missed it, and now he's coaching at Wenatchee.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, just a
good
great
basketball
coach.
in Washington, let me tell you. All bias aside.
Yeah.
Well, let's go ahead and take a break, and when we come back, we'll be joined in the Rutgers Furniture Coaches Lounge by the head coach of the Fighting Saints, Coach Kurt Paulson. See what he has to say about his 10-0 basketball team, how things are going on the season so far. You're listening to Saints Game Day, driven by Placer Motors here on Rewind 94.9 and KCAP.com. Welcome back in Saints Game Day, driven by Placer Motors. Daniel Sally, Gary Turcotte here, getting ready to bring you Game 2 of this Frontier Conference doubleheader between Carroll College and MSU-Northern. The 10-0, fourth-ranked Fighting Saints getting ready to go toe-to-toe with the 7-1 MSU-Northern Lights. And like we mentioned for MSU-Northern, the name of the game for them, Maceo McCadney, David Harris, two-headed monster like Coach Kurt Paulson talked about in his interview, as the two head coaches shake hands right in front of us, just a few minutes away from tip-off here at the PE Center. And I'm getting ready to bring Coach Turcotte back in here. But a big matchup tonight, and Carroll looking to start conference up to – hold on, Gary's getting his headset fixed. There we go. Now Gary's back on. But Carroll looking to stay undefeated and start their conference season off on a high note, and they got a tough test right off the bat here tonight.
Whoa, they do. The Frontier Conference is so well coached, Daniel. It really is. I mean, these are veteran coaches that know what they want to recruit. They recruit to their system. They know their school. You're not going to outcoach them. You know, you're just going to try to be even with them. And you got to do everything you can to get your kids ready. But these two teams, the kids will go out and determine who wins this game. It won't be because one of the coaches made a mistake. I promise you that.
Well, both teams very, very highly talented groups of kids. But yeah. I want to talk a little bit more about our Carroll team right now. 10-0, like I said, and move up from number 5 to number 4 in the polls this year. And this is a team that can win games in the postseason. We've seen it done before. You know, slightly different look this year from last year. A couple guys out from last year's team, a couple new guys in. We talked about Andrew Cook and Garrett Long, but they dial in defensively. They're a long team. I mean, you look at our starting 5. Brendan Temple's out there, probably 6'8". Ifani, 6'6", 6'7", with probably closer to a 7-foot wingspan. You got Gia out there. Jovan, they're both probably 6'5", 6'6". Coach likes having length out there.
He likes length.
It shows on the defensive side.
He recruits for length. He always has. Kurt recruits for length and defense, athletic ability, and it shows. And Sean, the Northern coach, he likes shooters. He always recruits for shooters. He gets kids to play hard. He does, but he likes shooters.
He coaches with a lot of energy and a lot of passion, too. We talked about during the break earlier about how we're going to see him bouncing up and down right here in front of us probably, kind of having to go rubberneck a little bit to try and see around him when he's getting really animated. But he's a high-energy guy on the bench.
One of the Sean Hughes, the Northern coach, one of the things that he always does – hey, Greg. One of the things that he always does is he gets on them early.
Yeah.
He'll get on them hard, the refs, that is.
Yeah.
Hard early, and then he'll back off. But he's going to let them know early that he's watching them close. Yeah. But you watch him, he'll be on them, and he'll get on them hard.
I heard that there was a coach at Carroll back in the 90s through the early 2000s, head coach of our men's team who used to get after the refs a little bit too.
No, he never said a word.
I bet. Well, we got a big one coming up here tonight at the PE Center, getting ready for Game 2 of tonight's Frontier Conference doubleheader between Carroll College and MSU-Northern as both teams get done warming up, getting ready to head back to their bench. We are just moments away from tip-off. We'll go ahead and take one more timeout, and when we come back, we'll have Frontier Conference basketball action between the Saints and the Lights here at the PE Center. You're listening to Saints Game Day, driven by Placer Motors on Rewind 94.9, KCAP.com, and KPQX Havre.
One more.
At this time,
Back from the break, Daniel Sally, Gary Turcotte getting ready for Game 2 of tonight's Frontier Conference doubleheader between Carroll College and MSU-Northern here at the PE Center. We are coming to you live inside the Brad Schmidt Allstate Insurance broadcast booth as we get ready for a big Frontier Conference matchup between two very good teams. Let's go ahead and meet tonight's starting lineups. We'll go ahead and begin with the lights of MSU-Northern. Starting at guard, a 6'4" junior out of Hammond, Indiana. Number 2, Emmanuel Anderson. Starting at guard, a 6'4" senior out of Tacoma, Washington. Number 3, David Harris. Starting at guard, a 6'3" senior out of Detroit, Michigan. Number 11, Maceo McCadney. Starting at guard, a 6-foot junior out of Scobie, Montana. Number 12, CJ Nelson. And rounding it out in the middle, a 6'6" junior out of Anacortes, Washington. Number 20, Jesse Keltner. The lights, coached by Sean Hughes. We'll probably be calling his name a few times tonight. Go ahead and look at the starting five for the Fighting Saints. First off at guard, a 6'6" sophomore out of Sao Paulo, Brazil. That's Guy Pedra. Starting at forward, a 6'7" junior out of Rancho Cucamonga, California. Number 12, Ifani Okeke. At forward as well, a 6'5" senior out of Belgrade, Serbia. Number 21, Jovan Slovankanin, the leading scorer and rebound on this team. Running the point for the Saints, a 6'1" senior out of Spokane, Washington, the reigning Frontier Conference Defensive Player of the Year. Number 22, Shamrock Campbell, and the man in the middle having the best season of his Carroll career so far, 6'8" junior out of Castle Rock, Colorado. Number 32, Brendan Temple. And Coach Turcotte, as I was getting ready for the game today, I looked, and we got 4 guys averaging double figures going into this game. Jovan, obviously, he's averaging like 19 and 12, which is ridiculous. He's walking double-double every game. Shamrock, obviously, averaging double-doubles. Ifani's averaging 10. And Brendan Temple, averaging about 11 and 6 right now.
Has really been coming on.
And he got better all throughout the course of last season.
Yeah.
And he's let it bleed into this season. He's been so much fun to watch.
He's gotten stronger, Daniel. When he got here, just the physical strength, he was just a ways away, and they've gotten him in the weight room, and he's worked hard. And he's worked hard on his low post moves, and it's paying off for him.
Well, both teams introduced. Lights flickering back on here at the PE Center as both teams break the huddle. MSU-Northern coming out in their maroon away uniforms, gold and white trim on those. Carroll wearing all white, their brand new home uniforms, purple numbers, purple trim, and the big gold Halo C on the side of the shorts. Looks like doing the tip-off, it'll be Ifani Okeke making his way out there for the Saints and jumping for MSU-Northern. If I had to guess, I'd say David Harris.
Yeah.
He's 6'4" and bouncy as can be. No, they're going to have Keltner out there do it. He's very tall as well.
Yeah, and he is well put together. He's a real strong kid.
Well, here we go. Tip-off from the PE Center. Game 2 of tonight's Frontier Conference doubleheader. Okeke wins the tip back to Slovankanin, and the Saints will start things out with the ball. Going right to left across your radio dial, Shamrock Campbell hands it off to Guy Pedra. Now up top, they get it to Slovankanin. Slovankanin down to the baseline. Okeke going to work on the low block turnaround. Puts up the hook shot, no good. Nice defense that time by CJ Nelson, as here comes David Harris up the other end for the Skylights. 19 and a half minutes to play here in the first half. CJ Nelson steps through, puts it up, and it's good. Correction, that was Keltner.
Keltner, yep. Nice.
I was going to say, that guy doesn't look like he's 6 feet tall.
A little spin move with his left hand, nicely done.
Saints with the ball. Slovankanin. Near side, Campbell. Campbell working back towards the top of the key. Saints swinging around. Slovankanin drives the lane, puts it up. No contact there. Rebound brought down by the Lights. No foul, I should say. Rebound Harris. He gets it up to McCadney. 2-0, MSU-Northern in the lead. McCadney crosses over, kicks it out to Harris. Harris working near side from Tacoma, Washington. A lot of good basketball over there. He switched on to Campbell. Back up top. Anderson to McCadney. McCadney drives the lane, gets it out to Nelson. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Harris drives, and that should be a charge. It is. Nice job,
Guy Pedra. Great help defense by Guy. Northern very patient that time and tried to get an isolation up on top. Carroll just good help defense by Guy Pedra.
And what have we talked about this year so far with Guy?
Yeah.
Defensive improvement.
It has.
There it is again. Another guy. We recruit length. He's a walking embodiment of that. Saints with the ball. Shamrock Campbell drives the runner. It's up, no good. Rebound brought down by Keltner. Nice take there by Shamrock. 2-0. MSU-Northern still in the lead. Harris on the wing. Goes down low. Keltner low block. Posting up on Temple. Temple, nice defense, but a fadeaway is up and good from Keltner. 4-0. Keltner with all 4 points for the Lights here early on in this ball game. Campbell up the floor. Hands off Slavankinen. Pedra again. Here's Guy on the drive. Pump fakes. Nice move. Turnaround. Baby hook. It's good. Guy Pedra showing off a little post moves. You've been working with him on that one?
Not this summer a little bit, but not for a long time. He's done a lot of work on his own.
Good stuff there. 4-2. MSU-Northern in the lead. 17.5 minutes to play here in the first half. David Harris, top of the key, guarded by Okeke. Crosses over, pulls it back out, gets it over to McCadney. They swing it around to the corner. Anderson has it. Back to McCadney. McCadney puts one up over Campbell. The runner
he's explosive.
Good.
He is explosive. Yeah, he just jumped right over the top of Shamrock that time.
Here comes Campbell up the floor. Gets it up to Slavankinen. High ball screen from Temple. Jovan drives. Kicks it out. Campbell drives the lane. Out to Slavankinen. Low block. Temple faces up. Now he's going to go back to the basket. Baby hook with his left. Ooh, no good. Nice take there. But Slavankinen goes up for the O-board and tips it right back in.
That's a tough tip.
You can't show me anyone who's better on the offensive glass than that guy. Twitch.
Yeah.
Just twitch. All twitch. Nelson up top with it. Near side. McCadney. Down low to Keltner. Keltner guarded by Temple. Temple not giving up anything. Keltner steps through. Shot up no good. Nice board there by Pedra in traffic. Pedra on the run. Gets it up to Shamrock. Back to Pedra. Campbell again. Now over to Slavankinen. He'll go to the low post. Brendan Temple going to work down low, and that's a flop.
Oh, no, that is a flop.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, Brendan Temple gets called for the offensive foul. The Lights will get it back.
Very, very little contact. And that didn't used to be a flop, but the way that they are emphasizing the flop rule, the modern day, I would have called that a flop.
I blame the 1990s Duke Blue Devils.
They flopped a lot.
Took a lot of charges in quotations. David Harris near side on the wing. 6-4, MSU-Northern in the lead. 15:53 to play here in the first half. Keltner down low. They swing it back up to McCadney for three off the rim. No good. Okeke can't get the rebound. That should be Carroll ball. It's not. I think the officials are going to talk about this one. They're not. Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Now, Okeke's got to pull down that rebound, but when it hits off a Northern player and goes out of bounds, you expect to get the ball back. Maraku's Lockett will check in. Temple will get a rest. To the corner. In the game now for Northern, William Burns. McCadney. To the drive. Pull-up jumper. It's up. No good. Rebound brought down. Sorry, that's Tanner McClement Call. They got two number 30/22s on their roster, but I heard the coach say Tanner, so we're going to go with that one. MSU-Northern with the ball off the miss. On the wing, it's Anthony Braggs. Gets up to McCadney, three, buries it.
Deep three.
And not for a lack of an effort there by Shamrock closing out. Oh, my. Campbell's going to get it across the timeline and call a timeout. 9-4, Northern in the lead over Carroll here at the 15-minute mark in the first half. It's going to be a 30-second timeout, so we're going to go ahead and keep it here. Gary, what are you seeing early on?
Well, Shamrock's come out aggressive, but he's just missed those little floaters that he likes to make, and Carroll needs him to score. So far, Jovan, they haven't isolated him at all, and I think they will need to let him get the ball up on top and give him plenty of room. They haven't done any of that. A lot of times they save that for the second half. But good defense by Northern. Good defense. Good start by MSU-Northern. They're playing well.
Carroll's going to have to get some good minutes out of their second unit in this first half.
Yeah.
keep those legs fresh and hope that their depth can wear them out eventually, because MSU-Northern doesn't appear to be going anywhere right now.
Johnny Hillman back in the ball game now, and he didn't make the trip to Utah. Good to see him back out here. He's a big cog. He can do a lot of things for this basketball team.
Boy, can he play defense.
Yeah.
Out of the timeout, Shamrock Campbell, top of the key, setting up the offense for the Saints. Campbell kicks it out. Guzlakic hands it back off to Campbell. High ball screen from Murat that time. Back to Slovankinen. Slovankinen pump fakes, drives the lane, puts it up. Foul called on the floor. Slovankinen will inbound it.
And that's the hand check rule right there. And Coach Sean Hughes is thinking this shouldn't have been called, but that is a hand check on the dribbler.
Campbell takes the inbound pass. Okeke swinging around to Hillman. Slovankinen low block. Posting up. Hook shot with the right. Up, no good. Rebound brought down by Northern. Coming up with it is Tanner McClement Call. Up top, McCadney. McCadney, runner off the rim. He gets the roll.
Tough shot.
11-4. Northern leads by 7. Campbell. High ball screen from Murat. Kicks it out. 3 from Guzlakic. Ooh, and that one falls short. Out of bounds. Ball will go back to Northern. Just not a great start for Carroll. I think it might help him if the crowd gets into this one a little bit.
Well, it's a game of runs, and right now Carroll's a little flat. Came out a little flat. But, Coach Paulson substituting the long game.
They could get a big dunk or something, take the top off his place, turn the tide a little bit. McCadney up the court, gets it over to Harris. McCadney with it again. To the wing. Now we got some people on their feet. Here comes the drive. Step back. Cook knocks it loose and comes up with the steal. What do you know?
Nice defense.
Cause and effect. Andrew Cook to the near side, Hillman. Nice front there by Northern, denying touch for Brandon Temple. We get it to Campbell. Give and go. Slovankinen back to Campbell, and a travel called.
Good defense by Northern, no question about it.
Media timeout called, Gary. Let's go ahead and take this one. 11-4. Northern in the lead on the Mike Miller State Farm Insurance scoreboard. 13:39 left to play here in the first half. You're listening to Carroll College Basketball on Rewind 94.9, KCAP.com, and KPQX Havre. Back from the timeout. Not the ideal start for the Fighting Saints here at the PE Center. 11-4. MSU Northern in the driver's seat. 13:39 to play in the first half. Daniel Sally, Gary Turcott coming to you from the Brad Schmidt Allstate Insurance broadcast booth. Looks like Carroll's going to come out in a little bit of a press, Gary.
Yeah, a little 2-1-2. And they like to do that, try to get a trap right there at half court, which they did.
Braggs with it. Guarded by Cook. Passes it to the top of the key. Harris. To the elbow with his Zaire Ruffin. Saw a lot of him last season. Harris gets the screen, passes it to McCadney. McCadney driving on Slovankinen, kicks it out. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Harris, one-on-one with Hillman, takes a deep three.
Oh my gosh.
It.
That is really tough right there.
Yeah.
I mean, he did not have good rhythm or good space.
He's got a good jumper.
Yeah.
I mean, Johnny was all over him.
Yeah.
His hand up, and he just buried him.
He went off one leg. I mean, that was just tough.
That's Kevin Durant right there. Johnny Hillman almost loses it, picks it back up. 13 seconds left on the shot clock. He throws a turnover. Here comes McCadney to Harris. Harris on the wing, back to McCadney. Near side on the wing. Pump fake. Kick it stolen by Slovakian. Saints have numbers in transition. Jovan looks to dump it off to Campbell, and a nice hustle there, and getting a hand on it was Braggs to knock it out of bounds.
He did hustle. It looks like Carroll had a nice 2-on-1. Bragg just really, really hustled back and broke it up.
Garrett Long checking in. One of the talented freshmen on this Fighting Saints basketball team. Inbounding is Cook. Cook, they're going to look for Campbell in the corner. They get it to him up top. Long, open look from three. Ooh, off the rim, no good. Nice hustle by Temple. It's going to go out of bounds. Should be Carroll ball. Didn't want to jump the gun that time.
I think the referee got a little help from his partner.
Working in unison. Beautiful.
Well, you like to see that when they communicate and get it right.
And they don't take long doing it. Andrew Cook will inbound. Near corner. He's going to get it out. Oh, he's going to get it out to Temple. It looked like he was going to get turned over, but the Saints end up with it. Campbell up to Temple. Wing, Long. To Andrew Cook now. Cook goes to the low block. Temple posting up. Takes his time. Nice step through move by Brennan Temple. It's in for two. Saints needed that bucket.
Yeah, go inside. When you're missing the outside shots, go inside.
A lot of patience there by Brendan. B Temps. McCadney to the other end for the Lights. McCadney up top. Ruffin on the drive. Gets by Temple. Puts it up no good. Nice recovery there by Brandon. As Slovakian comes up with the rebound. Here comes Jovan in transition. Kicks Campbell. Pump fake back inside Slovakian. They'd like to see him get going, and there it is. A bucket for Jovan. Quick two, and just like that, the Saints got it back to a 6-point game. 14-8 with 11:33 to play here in the first half.
Quick timeout by Sean Hughes. He realizes Carroll's starting to get a little rhythm, so he's going to call a timeout, break the rhythm. Use your timeouts wisely.
Just a 30-second timeout. That means we'll keep it here. 11 and a half minutes to play in the first half. 14-8, and sometimes you just got to see that ball go through the hoop a couple times. You get it down to Brendan, takes his time on the low block, goes to work, puts it in, and then you get the ball over to Jovan, and he's your leading scorer. You want to get him going as soon as possible. Yeah. That's a big bucket for him.
Yeah, he is the leader offensively. He's the guy. He makes it go. And he's become a good passer, which I think is the area that he's improved the most. When he draws two, he'll dump it off. Just become a really good team player.
14-8 on the Mike Miller State Farm Insurance scoreboard. MSU-Northern in the lead. 11 and a half minutes to play here in the first half. Harris gets it to McCadney. Carroll staying in that press. Off of makes at least. To the corner. Is that Keltner? No, it's TJ Reynolds who just checked in. Reynolds out of Shelby, Montana. Highline boy. Harris. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Drives by Long. Nice defense by Garrett Long, and the foul called 1 second on the shot clock. Harris will shoot two.
Boy, he's tough.
I should say better job by Harris drawing the contact, because that was a foul.
Yeah. He just got in there, and Long cut him off, and then he just had a real nice reverse pivot. Still got a nice high percentage shot and got fouled.
Harris' first free throw is up. It's good. Before he takes his second, Carroll Basketball on Rewind 94.9 is brought to you in part by John Lagerquist at Century 21 Heritage Realty. For all your real estate needs, from homes, land, or commercial, contact John Lagerquist, one of Helena's leading realtors. Second free throw is good from Harris, and it's back to an 8-point lead for the Lights. Cook will get the ball up the floor. Guarded by Harris. Cook takes him off the dribble, picks up the screen from Temple. Now Cook drives, takes it himself off the glass. Nice finish by Andrew Cook. Oh, man.
Boy, Carroll's got two freshmen in the ball game right now. Long and Cook.
Here comes the Lights up the floor. They get it out to Harris on the far wing. Harris to the corner. McCadney guarded by Cook. Ooh, Cook bit on the pump fake. Step through shot, no good by McCadney. Long rebound, tips out to Campbell. Here comes Campbell in transition. Campbell on the wing. Low post, Slovakian. To Long in the middle. Runner, it's good. Garrett Long.
And there you get, there, Jovan read the double team.
Look at Garrett and Andrew too, man. They're fired up. They play with some really good energy. They're running that press again. Breaking it that time was C.J. Nelson. Northern will inbound from the far sideline. Nelson goes into the backcourt. He got that ball before he went across the line.
Real close to an over and back. Real close.
McCadney guarded by Campbell. I'm starting to become a homer on these podcasts, Gary.
Well, that was close.
David Harris. Pump fakes, drives in, pull-up jumper from mid-range, no good. Hustle for the rebound. Long comes up with it through a lot of contact, and the Saints will get it back. Here comes Slavonkinen up the court. They'll get it back to Cook. Cook will set up the offense, and I like what they do. They bring in Cook, put him at the one, and let Shamrock play off ball. Cook pulls up, fade away. It's good from mid-range. Andrew Cook. He can play.
Yes, he can.
Man, he can play. Seems obvious, but it's more impressive when you see it right in front of your eyes. And there's a steal for us. Garrett Long. Here comes Cook. Cook takes flight and he throws it down. And he just blew the roof off this place. Oh, man. We got a timeout called. Full timeout, Gary.
Yeah. Andrew Cook just gave a huge boost.
Media timeout, so we'll go ahead and take it as well. High energy here in the PE Center, 16-16 after an 8-0 run by Carroll. 9:09 to play here in the first half. You're listening to Carroll College Basketball on Rewind 94.9 and KCAP.com. Welcome back, everybody. And another turnover forced right out of the timeout by Long and Cook, and this time Cook's shot is blocked. Slavonkinen with the O-board gets blocked and goes up with another one and draws a foul. Jovan will shoot two. And wow, if you're just tuning in, 16-16 here in the first half, 8:58 to play, and before the last timeout, Garrett Long came up with the steal, found his freshman buddy Andrew Cook, and Cook took flight and just slammed it through the hoop.
And then another turnover against the press right after the timeout.
Slavonkinen's first free throw up and good. We should also mention that in the media timeout, Rochelle Sayers presented with a ball for passing or getting to 200 wins, and then after that, becoming the all-time wins leader. Tip of the cap to Rochelle, and it's nice to see her get a standing ovation here at the PE Center.
Much deserved.
Second free throw, no good. Kind words from one of her old assistants, huh?
Yeah.
Emmanuel Anderson gets it up the court. Brendan Temple pokes it out, and it's another turnover forced by the Saints. Here comes the Saints once again. It's Slavonkinen, far side on the wing. Jovan with the drive. Back to the basket, he loses it. A lot of turnovers here. Things getting a little sloppy with the high energy. Anderson comes up with that one and gets it to Nelson. Here comes McCadney driving down the lane. Blocked by Slavonkinen. Oh, offensive rebound after the block by the Lights. And a foul called on Garrett Long. Nice job there that time by Keltner. He pump fake, tried to get inside, and he just clipped Long. Little hip check. Something we see in a hockey game more often than anything.
Now, Ifani just chipped back into the ball game, and I'd like to see him get going. He struggled down in Utah, never really got himself, he got in foul trouble, and he can be a factor in this game. I mean, we have seen him turn games around. Love to see him get going.
And he's going to make a difference on the defensive end regardless.
Yeah.
McCadney passed it off. Harris in the corner. Harris spins baseline. Temple waiting for him. Tries to take a charge, slows him down, blocks the shot. Northern comes up with it. Deep three, up and no good. Rebound brought down. Loose ball, out of bounds. Last touch by Carroll. Wow. That was a mouthful.
Vicious rebounding by both teams. I mean, Northern really going to the boards hard. I did not anticipate that they would be quite as athletic as they are. Carroll's had inside position a few times, and they're just Northern going up and take it away from him.
McCadney inbounds. He gets it back from Hauser. Runner from McCadney is up, and it's good.
Boy, he's under control.
Yeah.
He's really under control. Those are not easy shots he makes.
Campbell hands off Long. High ball screen Temple. Here comes Long. Spin move in the lane. Runner, it's good. Oh, my. The spin move into the runner. That's something you see in the NBA.
Oh, he traveled.
McCadney dumps off to Harris on the other end. Harris steps through. Nice move off the glass in for two. 20-19.
Now that's the first time Carroll's got burned in the press. The first time that they've given something up with the press.
20-19, Carroll in the lead. 7:18 to go here in the first half. Andrew Cook, high ball screen from Temple. He passes it far side, Campbell. Down low again, Temple. Temple posting up on the block. Baby hook to his left. It's good. That rhythm the Saints were looking for in the first 5 minutes. Well, guess what? They found it. McCadney up top to Harris. Now to the corner. Anderson up top to Hauser. We got an illegal screen. Harris tried to set a screen off ball, and usually the illegal screens, they get called on ball because that's where the eyes are. But nice catch that time.
He just kind of put his back, kind of his hip into him there just a little bit, but the referee caught it, and it created a disadvantage.
Shamrock Campbell setting up the offense. Temple, three. Oh, it's no good.
And I don't think that's the shot that Carroll wanted right there.
2 3-pointers attempted by their five men tonight, and they both have not gone well.
And you don't mind it so much on the end of the shot clock, but not on one pass, not early. But Temple just made a little jump hook, so we thought, I'll try this three.
Well, Temple's been scoring the ball well, too. He also hit a three like that at Utah State, so maybe fresh in his memory.
He did.
David Harris to the corner. Anderson inside Keltner. Double team from the help side by Hillman. It's loose. Okeke comes up with the steal, then gives it right back. McCadney in transition. Big time bang out that time.
Now that's scouting right there of Sean Hughes. Okeke likes to take it and go coast to coast with it, and they spied on him that time and took it right away from him, and they made him pay for that. He's gotten away with it for years and had a lot of good plays with it.
22-21, Northern in the lead with 6 minutes to play here in the half. Campbell, pull up from the elbow, off the rim, no good. Shamrock's struggling a little bit tonight. Not something we see very often.
Well, pretty good defense being played on him.
Very good defense. McCadney drives, kicks. Micah Hauser with it. They get it over to Anderson on the far wing, up top McCadney. McCadney looking to drive, gets it back out to Harris. Harris pump fakes, get Okeke in the air. Oh, and an impressive shot in the lane, but he can't get it to fall. Rebound brought down by Temple. It looked like that was going to go in.
It's a tough shot. Boy, he just hangs, and then he's so under control.
Cook on the far wing, setting up the offense. Hands off Temple, back to Cook. High ball screen. Cook stops at the elbow and gets it back to Campbell. Now Hillman, back to Campbell in the corner. Corner guarded by Anderson. Three-pointer Cook from the top. It's good! Have a night, Andrew Cook. A lot of basketball left to be played, but he's been the spark in this first half.
And that's the kind of three that you want towards the end of the shot clock. You don't mind a freshman taking it right then.
Hauser calling the play. Guarded by Hillman up top. Harris to McCadney. Miscommunication on a switch there by Carroll, and they pass it to an open man on the wing. It just happens to be Kurt Paulson. It'll be out of bounds. Carroll
and he had a three. David Harris had a three himself, and he unselfishly, maybe they're calling it a deflection? Is that what they call it?
I guess.
I did not see the deflection.
No, me neither.
Must have been.
And nobody's objecting it, so
no,
I'm going to go with the call on the floor.
So it's still Northern ball.
C.J. Nelson is up top. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Harris looking to get it to the post. Instead takes a step back three over Okeke off the rim. No good. Nice defense there by Afani. Guzlakic will pick up the rebound and get it over to Cook. Cook, nice pass to Ifani in transition. He picks up his dribble, dumps it off. Easy bucket to Murat.
Great pass, Ifani.
26-22, Carroll leads by 4.
That's what you call a good find.
4:12 left in the first half. Here on the Mike Miller State Farm Insurance scoreboard. Keltner, guarded by Guzlakic up top. Out to the wing, they get it to Harris. Harris to Hauser. There's that hedge. Harris on the wing. Hauser, 6 seconds on the shot clock. Nelson looking to get by. Cook denies him, though. Gets it up top. Deep three from Harris off the rim, no good. Nice rebound, though, and putback is no good by Anderson. He gets another rebound. This time, Murat comes down with it. Here come the Saints up the other end. Slavankinen. Okeke. Down low. Guzlakic posting up, taking his time. Baby hook to the right side. No good. Rebound brought down by Keltner. A little more patience, Murat. A little more patience.
Yeah. That was a good look. Just missed it.
That baby hook's coming along.
Yeah.
Down low, Keltner guarded by Guzlakic. Steps through, loses it. Foul called. This is a physical game.
Oh, gosh. This is no place for gentle people.
No.
No, this game is being played with great tenacity.
Anthony Bragg's back in. Carroll Basketball on Rewind 94.9 is brought to you in part by the Overland Express Restaurant. Serving Helena since 1975, the Overland is Helena's family restaurant that features their famous dragon wings. Try them, you'll like them. Overland Express. Also Range 406, Helena's indoor shooting range featuring 8 shooting lanes in air-conditioned comfort. Range 406 also has a great supply of hunting ammo along with an excellent selection of pistols and rifles. Maceo McCadney up top, 3 minutes left in the half. Goes to the corner. With it is Tanner McClement Call. Now McCadney. The corner, here's Nelson on the drive, puts it up. Nice defense there by Cook. Rebound Slavankinen. Here comes Okeke. Okeke looking to go coast to coast. He pulls it back out, picks up his dribble and gets it to Cook. And he almost hit Sean Hughes in the face on accident. Cook crosses over, gets in the lane, kicks it out Hillman. Slavankinen on the block, going to work. Double team, kicks it out Hillman. 3. Ooh, off the rim. Good take there by Johnny. Rebound, though, by Guzlakic. He gets it back out to Cook. Cook up top, Okeke. Hillman. Give it another try, Johnny. Off the rim, no good.
Two good looks, and I like the way he shot them both.
Rebound brought down by Nelson. Here come the lights. 26-22. Carroll in the lead by 4 on the Mike Miller State Farm Insurance scoreboard. And stepping out of bounds is Nelson. Don't forget, folks, to listen throughout tonight's broadcast for our St. Peter's Health Gold Standard Play of the Game. If pain or injury has you sidelined, Dr. Jeff Dixon of St. Peter's Health Orthopedics can help. Appointments are available now. Learn more at sbhealth.org/ortho. So we did the St. Peter's Gold Standard Health Play of the Game during football, but for basketball, it's such a high-paced game, we decided to do Player of the Game.
I like that.
Anyway, look at the stat sheet, break it down a little bit.
Yeah, it's good.
2:05 to play here in the first half, 26-22. Garrett Long. Hands off Campbell. Campbell, high ball screen from Slavankinen. Back to the far side. It's Long again. Slavankinen posting up. Going to work on the block. Baby hook to the left side like clockwork.
And that time they did not double team him. The last 2 times they have. And that time they did not, and he made him pay.
Like clockwork. 28-22. Saints lead by 6. Minute 40 to play here in the first half. McCadney up the court. Goes to Harris in the corner. Harris gets the screen. Guarded by Slavankinen. Drives the lane. Turnaround from Harris is good. Nice shot. He's really good at finishing those contested looks. Campbell to the wing. Here comes Garrett Long. Long in the lane. Another runner. Oh, my. It is a floater clinic from Garrett Long.
He has so much confidence. He never hesitates.
Washington boys, baby. We love it. Thank you, Travis Williams, for helping us get him. We are forever indebted. McCadney up to the top. Harris guarded by Okeke.
Great defense being played by Carroll
stolen
right now.
by Slavankinen. Here comes the Saints. Another 2-on-1. This time Jovan's going to keep it. Euro step. Contested lay-in, no good. Long rebound. Long saves it from going out of bounds. Gets it to Okeke. And the Saints will get a fresh 20. 3 from Hillman. Ooh, off the rim, no good. And then over the back called on Jovan.
And poor Johnny, he's had 3 good looks.
You're right, Gary.
He's had, yeah, he gets on.
Gets on him early.
Yeah.
Northern basketball, 33 seconds to play here in the first half. And what a first half it's been. 30-24. Carroll leads by 6 on the Mike Miller State Farm Insurance scoreboard. 20 seconds on the shot clock. About a 4-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. McCadney calling the offense. Goes to Ruffin on the elbow. Back to McCadney. Started by Campbell. Into Ruffin. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Ruffin backing down on Slavankin, and that's a shot clock violation. And they called it kind of late.
And not the play that I know that Coach Hughes wanted.
Lowell thought that was the halftime buzzer. Said the score at the half. No, not yet. Hillman heave from half court, no good.
What a half.
30-24. Carroll leads by 6 on the Mike Miller State Farm Insurance scoreboard. And what a half right, Kerry Turcotte. Oh, my. I'm going to run out of breath by the start of the second half.
The two teams play just like their coaches played. Sean Hughes at Montana Tech, that's how he played, and Kurt Paulson at Carroll College, that's how he played. I mean, they just play so hard and so much intensity. It's just not that many good looks in the half, either team. Just great defense, great hustle. Very entertaining basketball.
We'll go ahead and take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have the Carroll College halftime show. We'll break down the first half, talk a little stats, and look ahead at the second half here at the PE Center. 30-24, Carroll in the lead. You're listening to Fighting Saints Basketball on Rewind 94.9 and KCAP.com. Welcome back in. It's the Carroll College halftime show here on Rewind 94.9 and KCAP.com. Special thanks to our friends up on the High Line joining us on KPQX Havre tonight as well. 30-24, Carroll in the lead on the Mike Miller State Farm Insurance scoreboard. And right now at the PE Center, we got the teddy bear toss, Coach Turcotte, raising some donations of stuffed animals for the Salvation Army for some Christmas presents.
Oh, I love it.
It's a nice little deal. So they're getting those on the court.
Look at all the little kids out there having a good time. They're all into this. I mean, these little guys are really into it.
I see Cruz and Kai out there, the young Paulsons.
There we go.
Yeah, they're fired up. But 30-24, still got some basketball to be played here. 6-point Carroll lead in what was a heck of a first half here at the PE Center. And Gary, before we look at the stats, any thoughts?
Well, the Carroll press, Carroll put a little 2-1-2 press on that really kind of changed the momentum. They got a few turnovers, they got a few easy buckets, and they started attacking. And other than that, the teams were really, really even. Garrett Long came off the bench, a freshman, and gave Carroll a huge spark. But I really felt like McCadney and Harris, the two Northern superstars, probably need to take more shots. They only took 16 shots between them. And those guys, I mean, I don't know how you guard them. They're really, really good. And they probably need to do a little more the second half. And then, Daniel, I've talked to you before about how games are officiated. And that half, there were 4 free throws shot. Okay, now just remember that when we get into the middle of the second half, and remember that the first half there were 4 free throw shots. I mean, both teams total.
There might be 14 free throw shot in the first 10 minutes of the first half.
There will be more free throw shot. For some reason, I don't know if the defense gets weaker or they just start to call it tighter, and it's not just in the Frontier, it's everywhere. It's in the Big Sky, it's in the Big 12, it's everywhere you want to look. It'll tighten down. There'll be more fouls called, more free throw shots the second half.
Yeah, no, I think you're spot on. That's what we see. Guys games, girls games, you name it. They let it slide in the first half, but the less time on the clock, the higher the stakes in the game, especially when it's close. And you don't want to let people get away with hacking late in the game as well. So it's just kind of the way the game goes. So we'll definitely keep an eye out for that in the second half. Let's go ahead and look at the stats, Gary. What do you say?
Well, go ahead. Yeah, Daniel.
We'll go over some team totals first real quick. Northern, 10 of 24 from the field, 41% in the first half. 2 of 6 from 3, 33.3%, and 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Carroll as a team, 45% from the field, 14 of 31. Here's the big thing. 1 of 8 from 3. They're shooting 12.5% from the three-point line. Coach Paulson said in his pregame interview, and he's not one to live and die by the 3 by any means, but he has acknowledged that he does want his team to shoot a little better from 3. So it's something they're working on. So we'll keep an eye out for that in the second half as well. 1 of 2 from the free throw line for the Saints individually. For Carroll, Andrew Cook, the leading scorer with 9. 6 points for Garrett Long. 7 points for Jovan Slavankinen. 4 for Brendan Temple. 2 for Guy Pager. 2 for Marat Guzlakic. Mascio McCadney with a game-high 11 points for Northern, 9 points for David Harris, and 4 points for Jesse Keltner. That's really the extent of the scoring in the first half for MSU-Northern. What are your takeaways from the stat sheet there?
Well, Andrew Cook was 4 for 5 from the field. Garrett Long 3 for 4. 2 freshmen. They actually had a great half. They played as well as anybody for Carroll, or better. I mean, they were the difference. Johnny Hillman had 4 good looks at 3, 0 for 4 from the 3. I thought all 4 of them, when they left his hand, had a chance to go. Yeah. He can make those. That would have been huge. Let's say he hit 2 of those. Carroll would have a nice lead. But this thing's going to come down to the last few minutes. These teams are too even, too well coached. And I'm just so impressed with Harris and McCadney. And Anderson even, they're so athletic.
They're long. They got Anderson guarding Shamrock, and he's doing a very nice job to fit. I mean, Shamrock had 0 points in that half, only 3 shot attempts.
Yeah.
How often are we going to see that this year?
You won't. Yeah. He's doing a great job on him. And they're really athletic, and they're under control, McCadney and Harrison. They can make threes, and they can also penetrate, and they can hang. They can shoot floaters. They're a handful.
When Shamrock's got 0 points in the first half, you expect some adjustments to be made. We'll talk about those adjustments in just a few minutes. We're going to go ahead and take a quick timeout. 30-24, Carroll in the lead by 6 on the Mike Miller State Farm Insurance scoreboard here at the break. You're listening to the Carroll College Fighting Saints halftime show on Rewind 94.9, KCAP.com, and KPQX Havre.
Yeah.
Daniel Sally, Gary Turcotte back here on the Carroll halftime show. 30-24, the Saints lead by 6 on the Mike Miller State Farm Insurance scoreboard. And Gary Turcotte, we had a heck of a first half. We just broke that down a little bit. One thing you pointed out to me during the break that we should talk about, bench points.
Yep.
Carroll College, 17. MSU-Northern, goose egg.
And Northern played. They played all 10 of their players, but nobody. The guys that came off the bench played hard for them, but they weren't able to score. The guys for Carroll's bench played hard, and they put 17 points. Long and Cook, 2 freshmen,
You combined for 15.
Combined for 15, and Murad had a 2. That was huge. That was absolutely huge because Carroll did come out. I don't know if they were flat or tight, but they were struggling at first. And their freshmen came in and really turned this thing around.
Here's where I'll see you and I, or at least me, look like a big old idiot because before the game, all I could talk about was the veteran experience of this Carroll team and how all these guys have played in big games, played big minutes, got this target on their back because they're so seasoned. And then the 2 guys who bail us out in the first half are 2 freshmen.
2 freshmen.
I mean, kudos to them, though. I mean, that was remarkable.
Yeah.
Well, we mentioned Shamrock Campbell, 0 points. I think the biggest adjustment is going to be trying to get him more touches and more shots up in the second half.
He would. And I think you point out Emmanuel Anderson really did a nice job defensively on him. He's long, he's quick. 6'4".
Probably a 6'8", 6'9" wingspan.
Yeah, and that was hard for Shamrock. But Shamrock's going to need to continue to be aggressive. Johnny Hillman, you were 0 for 4 from 3, but I liked every shot you took. Keep shooting them.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah, and keep getting the ball inside and just – you can't let up a second on this Northern team. And coming down the stretch, you know it's going to be Harrison McCadney's show for Northern.
Well, big thing, too, as well, key for the second half, first 3 minutes.
Yeah.
First 3 minutes. When you got, especially Carroll's got a 6-point lead, got to hold that tight. You said it's a game of runs earlier on. If the Northern comes out here and pumps out an 8-0, 10-0 run, 10-2, something like that, jumps out to a lead, that drastically changes things. Carroll's got to hang on. They got to go out there, execute, run their offense, get their touches, and keep doing what they're doing defensively. Yeah. They've defended really well.
Oh, they did. Northern does have the arrow, so they'll have the possession. And Sean Hughes, I promise you, will have a nice set, something that he's drawn up that he's been saving. So that first possession, I always felt so much more comfortable in the first 3 minutes of the second half once we scored. But the nightmare for me was always when we would come out flat and then go over for a while, and then the whole momentum would change. So the first 3 minutes to me, that's the second most important time in the game. Of course, the most important time is crunch time, but the first 3 minutes is the second most important time.
We'll go ahead and take one more break. Second half action coming up next from the PE Center. Carroll in the lead, 30-24 here on Rewind 94.9 and KCAP.com. Back for second half action here at the PE Center. Daniel Sally, Gary Turcotte, 30-24. Carroll in the lead on the Mike Miller State Farm Insurance scoreboard by 6 over a tough MSU-Northern team. Lights will start with the ball in the second half, going right to left across your radio dial. Maceo McCadney passes it near side. Here's Nelson looking for the no-look pass back door. Can't find Anderson. It's out of bounds. Carroll gets it back. Nice little break there, forcing a turnover.
Yep.
Maybe not forcing
Not
a turnover,
the play you
but
want to
getting
start
a
the half
turnover.
with if you're Sean Hughes, I promise.
Guy Pedra on the wing. Up top, Okeke. Looking down low for Temple. Knocked loose. He gets it back to Okeke. 15 seconds on the shot clock for the Saints. Still plenty of time. Campbell works towards the near side on the wing. Drives the lane. Turnaround. Baby hook off the glass. No good. Rebound. Okeke back up with it. And that one's good.
And that might get Okeke going. And that would be wonderful. That was a big-time rebound there and putback.
Ifani when he's going, he's going.
He can just change the whole.
I apologize for not thinking of a better way to word that.
He can really electrify a gym.
Near side, David Harris, guarded by Okeke. Passed it up top. McCadney crosses over, switched on to Pedra. Harris drives the lane. Nice help defense by Pedra.
Oh.
Runner over Okeke. That's a tough shot.
Tough to do. That's just how athletic he is.
Knocks it in for two, 32-26.
Harris
Carroll
is listed
back
as
at
6'4", but and he just got a steal.
Here comes Harris in transition. He's going to throw that down, and he does. 32-28 now. 18 and a half minutes to go.
I just did not realize how athletic Harris is.
He's special.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember watching him up in Havre last year. I was like, oh my goodness.
No.
Slavankinen on the wing. Spin move inside. Loses it, gets it back. Gets it out to Pedra. Pedra in rhythm. Takes the three off the rim. It's no good. Rebound brought down by Anderson. Here comes McCadney. McCadney kicks. Back to McCadney. It was Nelson who dumped it off that time. Now out to Harris. Harris to Nelson. Now over to Anderson. The look down low to Keltner. Keltner guarded by Slavankinen. Nice defense there by Jovan. Baby hook by Keltner, no good. And it looks like Jovan and Temple kind of ran into each other, jumping for that rebound. Out of bounds. Northern turns it over.
Jesse Keltner is really strong. That time he just went up there and got that rebound. And Brendan just kind of bounced off him. He is a strong kid. He looks like he's farm strong. There's the guys farm strong. Those guys are born strong.
Okeke up top. Looking for a cutter. Okeke gets it back after the pass from Hillman. And he's fouled. Ifani will shoot two. Okeke steps to the line to shoot. Carroll Basketball on Rewind 94.9 is brought to you by Cap Paving since 1984, paving the way to excellence. Ruckers Furniture, make the quality choice for your home at Ruckers Furniture. Furniture Showroom, why pay more? Every day is a great day to buy new home furnishings at Furniture Showroom. First Community Bank, working together for you. And DJ's Automotive and Storage, here for you and your wheels. And it looks like they're wiping off some sweat. I think it's Hunter, our trainer, who's doing that. And a great ovation for him from the crowd.
Well, they like him. They like him.
He's a great guy.
Yeah.
Now Okeke will get ready to step to the line and shoot two. It's weird having a pause right now in this game this long. It's been so high tempo. Feels good to take a breath though.
Well, we'll see. We'll get a few more pauses here. The game will slow down.
Free throw up. It's good from Ifani. He'll shoot one more.
And Reynolds comes into the ball game. T.J. Reynolds. Now, I think it's his brother that is at Shelby that signed with the Grizzlies. I could be
correct.
wrong with that.
That is
but
correct.
I think that is correct.
Unless I'm wrong too.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure.
And Ifani made them both.
Yeah. 34-28.
So that's 4 points for Ifani coming out here the second half.
Get him going.
Yeah.
Get him going. Why not? McCadney, guarded by Campbell. Pass it far side. Nelson has it. Back to McCadney. To the corner. Harris. Harris, spin move, drives over. Oh, and puts up a jumper.
I have not seen anybody take Ifani all year like that. I mean, that is how good Reynolds is.
Nice bucket that time. Harris.
Yeah, or Harris, excuse me. Yeah.
34-30, 17 minutes to play. Okeke. Campbell. Slavankinen. Here's a drive from Jovan. Step through, hook shot up off the glass and in.
Even though he got double teamed, he just stepped right through it.
It didn't matter that time. Nobody was stopping him. 36-30. Carroll lead back to 6. Well, 3 minutes went to start the first half, and not much has changed, so not the X factor this time. C.J. Nelson drives. Looking to kick it out, and he throws it over the head of McCadney.
And that's 3 turnovers by him this half.
And that was really good defense there.
Really good. By
Afani off the ball. He was standing and didn't know if the pass was coming or not, but he was just jumping in front because he could see McCadney was looking for it. $36-30, Carroll in the lead.
I'll bet C.J. Nelson hasn't had 3 turnovers and a half in his career.
No.
I mean, he is very solid. That one was just due to Carroll defense there. It wasn't all his fault.
Shamrock Campbell up top to the elbow. KK back to Campbell. 3. Nothing but net. Shamrock Campbell. 39-30. Saints with their largest lead of the ball game. You get Afani going first, then you get Shamrock going. That's going to help him see that one go in as well. Harris to McCadney. Back to Harris. Here's a drive. Turnaround. It's good.
God,
nice
that's pretty stuff. That's such great stuff.
He is good.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I'm impressed.
Great defense by Shamrock. There's just nothing you can do when a guy makes that kind of a move.
Campbell, drive, kick, Slavankinen 3, buries it. Jovan Slavankinen. It's a 10-point Carroll lead. That's their highest lead of the game. 15:30 to play here in the second half. Excuse me. McCadney to the wing. Harris to Keltner. Keltner hands it off back to Harris. Inside to Keltner again. Slavankinen steps through. Here's a drive. McCadney after the outlet pass. And we have a
push-off.
charge.
Yeah.
Or a push-off, yeah.
And that was Keltner. I know we talked about how strong he is. That time he'd get a little too much forearm, and he shoved Jovan in the back.
You must be able to harness your strength. Hillman will inbound. Campbell will take it up the court. 42-32. Carroll leads by 10. It's been a nice last couple minutes by the Saints. Here's Cook. Crossover, drives the lane, puts it up. It's blocked. Cook can't come up with his own rebound. McCadney ends up with it and passes it off to McClement Call. Harris with it again. Drives. Foul called on the floor. Johnny Hillman, I think?
Yeah, could have been.
Nope, Ifani. Harris inbounding. Gets it to the corner. McCadney up top. Kicks. Back out. McCadney, 3. Nice pass that time by McClement Call, but Northern comes up with another offensive board.
They are really, really tough on the boards. They're so athletic.
Harris pulls up from the elbow off the rim. It's no good. Tap back, though, by McClement Call. Here comes McCadney in the lane. Puts it up over Morant. Nice shot in for 2.
Well, they got 3 offensive rebounds that time, and that'll do it.
8-point Carroll lead, 42-34, 14-22 to play in the second half. We're going to take a break. It's a media timeout. 14-22 to play, though. We'll have more Carroll College Fighting Saints basketball coming up next here on Rewind 94.9 and KCAP.com. Back from the timeout, Daniel Sally, Gary Turcotte here at the PE Center, coming to you from the Brad Schmidt Allstate Insurance broadcast booth. 14:22 to play here. Game 2 of tonight's Frontier Conference doubleheader. 42-34. Saints in the lead on the Mike Miller State Farm Insurance scoreboard. Shamrock Campbell up top. Hands off Hillman, now Cook. Cook to Campbell. Now inside, it's Guzlaka. Murat taking his time again. Nice patience on the low block. Instead, he dumps it out to Hillman. Now Cook. Cook on the drive. Little traffic. He backs it out to Hillman. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Hillman in the lane. Draws the foul.
Nice take by Johnny there that time. And that time Northern came out with a 2-2-1 zone press, and it was effective. It slowed Carroll down. What you want to do is if you take 8-10 seconds off a shot clock on somebody with your press, then they just have that much less time to get the shot that they want.
Inbounding the ball is Hillman. Campbell's fouled. So 2 quick fouls there on Northern. What did we talk about at halftime?
There'll be more fouls called.
Yeah.
And that's 3 that time. And that's a 4th on Northern. That can add up.
Saints inbound it. Hillman in the lane. Runner. Nice feed from Campbell, and Hillman knocks it in.
And that'll help him see that ball go through the hoop.
He's had a lot of good takes in this game. He deserved that one. Keltner on the elbow. Kicks it out. Harris with it. Pass it off to McClement Call. He's swinging around to the corner. Nelson. Back to Harris. Harris drives, puts it up, blocked by Hillman. A little contact with the body that time. Foul called on the Saints. Is that another immediate timeout? It is, so we'll go ahead and take a break. 44-34. Carroll in the lead on the Mike Miller State Farm Insurance scoreboard. You're listening to Fighting Saints Basketball on Rewind 94.9 and KCAP.com. Back from the break, Daniel Sally, Gary Turcotte here, 44-34. Carroll in the lead with 13:19 to play in the second half. And you just pointed out as David Harris goes to the free throw line, a nice rest there for Jovan. He's going to check back in with some fresh legs.
And now he's wrestling Shamrock.
Free throw up and good from Harris.
So that you got your 2 best players, and you don't want them both out of the ball game at the same time. Mm-hmm. So that's you substitute them so that each one's getting a rest.
Garrett Long back in the game as well. He had a magnificent first half.
Yeah. And I'm surprised Northern didn't stay in that press. I thought that press helped them last time.
Andrew Cook, far side. Guarded by Slavankinen. Or excuse me, screen from Slavankinen. And Cook is fouled. He got tangled up there. And probably could have called the jump ball there. But
well, Cook's playing point guard now, and he can't be quite so aggressive. He needs to get him into the offense. Shamrock's out, and Cook's the point, so he needs to run offense.
Johnny Hillman inbounds it. Cook loses it out of bounds.
And that's a tough where that it's way over in the corner. That's a tough place to get the ball inbounded from that spot. I hated that spot.
Now Hillman will inbound from the baseline. Cook Up top, OKK, far side on the wing. Here comes Long. Long spin move in the lane. Fade away. It's good. Oh, my God. He is so good in the lane.
He's so confident. He plays with so much confidence.
Northern with it on the other end. It's McClimick call up top.
Oh, that's a double.
Into a double team, and he double dribbles. You can just feel the intensity in this building. Cut it with a knife. 10-point Carroll lead nonetheless. They're going to pick up Cook full court. He's going to dump it back off to Hillman and get it across. Hillman working up top, crosses over, looking to kick it out. He finally finds Long. Here comes Long in the lane again. This time he's going to pull it back, get it to OKK. Far side wing now, it's Hillman over to Slavankinen. Slavankinen drives baseline from the corner, puts it up with his left, no good. Rebound brought down by the lights. It's TJ Reynolds that time. Harris on the other end, 3 in transition. It's no good. Long rebound. Reynolds comes up with it. He'll dump it over to McCadney. Now Nelson. Down to the low block, it's Keltner. Keltner guarded by Slavankinen. Turn around, little jumper, it's good.
And Jovan just gets a little lazy on defense, and he lets his man get catches. And if he's just a little more alert, he doesn't have to let him get those catches.
And right there, if he would have gone up, if Keltner would have gone up with that shot like a baby hook, there would have been no contact.
Yep.
But he went up with 2, and it brought his elbows forward right into him. And that's a smart play.
Yeah.
Free throw, no good. Rebound brought down by Slavankinen. So no and 1. Carroll will get it back, up 8. 11:48 to play here at the PE Center. Garrett Long on the wing, near side with it, passes it off to Hillman. Hillman, top of the key. Far side now, he gets it to Cook on the wing. Cook gets it back to the corner. Hillman again, 10 seconds on the shot clock for the Saints. Up top, Cook pulls up from the elbow. Jumper, it's good.
And that's his shot. He loves that middle game jump shot right there at the free throw line. And he missed those down at Utah State. And he was shocked that he missed them.
He's playing some great basketball
But he
tonight.
didn't miss that one.
First Frontier Conference game for him and Garrett Long, and they have been excellent. Top of the key, TJ Reynolds. Dumps it off. Nelson drives, kicks it out to Harris. Harris up over Temple in the lane, charge.
And
Temple was waiting for
Temple
him.
was waiting there. He was there for a week. That's a big call. It was a big call, but it was the right call.
Waiting there for a week. I'm going to use that one again. Every couple weeks or so, Gary, you pull out a new saying. Some that should be said on here, some that shouldn't.
Right. You just say the ones that I should say, not the other ones.
Yeah, don't you worry. Andrew Cook crosses over, guarded by Harris, picks up the screen from Temple. Cook loses it, out of bounds, and that would have been off Carroll. But I don't think Reynolds realized that.
Right.
He dove for it, hit it out. Tried to save it.
Now I love Cook, and he's a great player. But when he's playing the point guard, he's so aggressive. But I'd like him to make sure he gets the ball entered, and then when it comes back to him, make those plays. But that's he just thinks he can do it, and he can.
Yeah.
He really can.
He's so confident,
Yeah.
rightfully so. Slavankinen, low block, guarded by Reynolds. Takes him with his left, baby hook. Oh man,
If you don't
beautiful.
if you don't double team him,
He's getting 2 points, maybe 3.
And then he's become such a good passer that it's hard to double team him too.
50-38, Carroll with their highest lead of the game. 12 points, 10.5 minutes to play here at the PE Center. Up top, it's Reynolds. They go down low to Keltner. Keltner backing down on Temple, picks up his dribble, finds a cutter. Harris goes up with it, puts it up off the glass and in for 2. Campbell, get it across the timeline. Campbell drives, kicks, Slavankinen 3, yes! Jovan Slavankinen from deep. 53-40, Saints with a sizable 13-point lead, just under 10 minutes to play here. McCadney, near side, Reynolds, over the top, Keltner. They swing it around Harris. Nice look from the corner for 3, it's good.
Good offense there by Northern, really good. Took advantage of how Carroll defended the on ball, got it turned to the weak side quickly.
Shamrock Campbell Gets the screen from Slovankin and gets it back to him now. ISO for Jovan on the near side on McCadney. They call for the double team. And quick trigger on the foul there. And honestly, I'm not sure I agree, but
7
once
fouls.
again, we'll take it.
7 fouls.
Well, Jovan's going to shoot 1 and 1.
Yeah.
Not a bad spot to be in now. Already in the bonus, 9.5 minutes to play.
Yeah. Those fouls, they add up the second half.
And some of them have been cheap in the second half. I mean, there's no doubt about it. First free throw, good from Jovan. He'll get one more. They're going to call a timeout in between the shots. 30-second timeout. Well, Gary, let's go ahead and keep it here. 54-43, set the table a little bit for these last 9.5 minutes. Carroll with an 11-point lead, but Northern not going anywhere, it appears.
Yeah. One thing I'd like to talk about, I think the listeners would be interested in, one of the things that Northern does in defending Carroll's on-ball screens is they call what you call ice, where they don't let you take it, and they force you sideline. So the guy defending the screener, he sags back, and then they force you sideline into him. What it leaves open is the guy who set the screen. So Jovan now, he sets the screen, and then he pops back, and he's hit a couple threes on that play. They're taking advantage of how Northern is guarding it. It's something I'm sure that the coaching staff practiced, but you got to have a guy who sets the screen, who's a good enough shooter to make that shot. And Jovan has hurt Northern with that. It's screen and pop, and it takes advantage of what I call the ice. And you see the ice in the NBA. That's how most of those guys defend the screen roll in the NBA, is with the ice.
You can't hedge in the NBA. You're going to get killed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Second free throw good from Slovankin, and that's a good point. I'm glad you brought that up. Northern with the ball after
almost turned it over.
And almost turned it over. Carroll's going to fall back into their defense. Harris has it up top, guarded by Campbell. Hands it off McCadney, 3. Long rebound, though, brought down by Reynolds. He gets it off to Harris. Harris drives.
And the one thing that I think Coach Paulson's going to be unhappy with this, guys, the second half is box outs. Offensive rebounds have hurt them. I think that's 4 or 5 offensive rebounds they've given up, at least this second half. And that has hurt them.
Hand check called on Jovan.
Yeah.
Inbounding is Harris. 55-43, 9 minutes to play. I feel like Northern's probably got another run left in to make this thing interesting. Anthony Braggs with it up top, guarded by Long. Nice defense there by Long as Braggs takes him inside, steps through with the left, and he got him in the air on the pump fake.
Nice step
through. Shot.
Nice step through.
55-45 now, 10-point Carroll lead.
They know who the freshmen are. Northern knows when they get a freshman on them, that's the time for me to take them.
Shamrock Campbell, top of the key. Drives, kicks. Okeke. Campbell back out to Long. Long takes the dribble, gets it back to Shamrock. They're going to go to Garrett Long once again. Long drives baseline, kicks, open 3 for Shamrock. It's good.
Great pass by Long.
That was going in.
Really nice stuff by Long. Just so disciplined over there. I'm so impressed with him. He's the one that got Shamrock that shot.
And Garrett, those first few games, he was a little bit raw.
Yeah.
But gosh, he's improved. Just in a month or two. 3-pointer on the other end. Reynolds from the corner, he buries it.
Jovan gave up that one.
Carroll's lead back to 10. Slovankin looking to pass it off to Temple. Hits off a Northern player out of bounds. Carroll will keep it. Jovan wanted the flashy pass that time. Tried to throw the no-look and bounce it right off a Northern player.
He was lucky. That could have been a turnover.
Inbounding. Hillman to Campbell. Up top, Hillman. Now Slovankin. Jovan drives the lane. Fade away, no good. And Temple.
And that's just strength. Jesse Kellner is so strong. He just gets his body on Temple, and Temple isn't strong enough yet. He's going to have to keep stay in that weight room.
He had the opportunity to pull that one down and lost it out of bounds.
There's a steal by Johnny.
There's a steal on the impending
on
inbound.
On the press. Big
Hillman
steal by Hillman.
Gets the ball and finishes for 2.
Yeah.
12-point Carroll lead, 60-48. 7:20 to play. Harris pulls up on the other end from the elbow. It's good.
Boy, he's tough.
Back to a 10-point lead.
So under control.
Shamrock Campbell.
Harris is from Tacoma, Washington. He played at Highline Community College. Boy, he's a nice player.
They got some good basketball in Tacoma, Washington. Very underrated. Step back three for Campbell, off the rim, no good. And Temple can't get the rebound that time. Harris gets over the top of him and pulls it down. Here comes Harris, up top McCadney. McCadney drives the lane, puts it up, off the glass, it's good. Just like that, it's back to an 8-point game.
McCadney-Harris show, those two.
Campbell, far side. Drive, steps back, gets it over to Slavankinen. Here comes Jovan on the drive, puts it up in triple coverage, draws the foul, he'll shoot two. As Jovan gets ready to go to the line here, 6.5 minutes to play, 8-point Carroll lead. And Carroll basketball on Rewind 94.9 is brought to you in part by DJ's Automotive, here for you and your wheels. Play It Again Sports, your ski and snowboard rental headquarters. Timeout called on the floor, so we'll go ahead and take it as well. 6:27 to play. Saints lead by 8. You're listening to Carroll basketball on Rewind 94.9 and KPQX Havre. Back from the timeout, Daniel Sally, Gary Turcotte here. 6.5 minutes to play at the PE Center. Game 2 of tonight's Frontier Conference doubleheader between Carroll and Northern. 60-52. Saints lead by 8 on the Mike Miller State Farm Insurance scoreboard. We're coming to you from the Brad Schmidt Allstate Insurance broadcast booth. Jovan Slavankinen is at the line for 2 free throws. Slavankinen's first is up and no good. Before he takes his second, Carroll basketball on Rewind 94.9 is brought to you by Placer Subaru, dog tested and dog approved. Get your new Subaru today at Placer Subaru, just west on Euclid, and Gold Island Casino. Play and stay where the winners go at Gold Island Casino. Second one no good, so Jovan goes to the line and misses both.
That doesn't happen very often.
No.
He's a good free throw shooter. Front lip, he got the front lip on both of them.
Saints with the ball, Lights with the ball. I can't speak. McCadney up top, guarded by Campbell. Hands off Harris. Harris crosses over, drives the lane, puts it up with his left, and draws the foul. He'll shoot 2. So another opportunity at the free throw line. This time it's for MSU-Northern. Harris steps to the line. Carroll basketball on Rewind 94.9 is brought to you in part by Lewis and Clark Library. Harris makes the first. For more than 150 years, Lewis and Clark Library has steadfastly served the residents of Lewis and Clark County with branch libraries in Helena, Augusta, Lincoln, East Helena, and the Bookmobile. Also, St. Peter's Health. Don't forget to tune in for our St. Peter's Health Gold Standard Player of the Game. Second free throw is good. Carroll has it again. Slavankinen, top of the key. Looking for Hillman, instead he takes it around. Near side, gets it to the wing. It's Campbell. Campbell crosses over, passes it off to Hillman. Over to Slavankinen. Jovan in the corner, pump fakes, gets it to Temple. Looking inside, can't find Okeke. It's stolen. Nice defense in the lane that time. Coming up with it is Braggs. Harris to McCadney. McCadney gets it over to Braggs. Braggs drives on Temple, puts it up over him, and it's good. Timeout called by Coach Paulson. 5:23 left, and we got a 4-point game.
Nice little run by Northern there. Got the ball to the guys they wanted to, where they wanted to. Carroll missed a couple of free throws, which was big in that run for Northern.
Full timeout, we'll go ahead and take it, Gary. 60-56, Saints lead by 4. 5:23 to go in the ball game. Don't go anywhere, folks. You're listening to Carroll College Basketball on Rewind 94.9 and KPQX Havre. Back from the timeout, 60-56. Carroll leads by 4. Just 5 minutes and 23 seconds left on the clock over there on the Mike Miller State Farm Insurance scoreboard. And Gary, Jovan Slovankin with an impressive 19 points. He's got 12 in the second half. Front runner right now for our St. Peter's Gold Standard Health Player of the Game. Andrew Cook will take it up the floor out of the timeout. Across the timeline he goes. Gets it over to Hillman, far side. It's Campbell, Cook, Hillman, Slovankin, Temple out there. Temple. Now Campbell, far side on the wing. It was Cook who had it. He lost his control, but got it back to Campbell. Campbell drives, looks to kick it out, and the turnover by the Saints. Here comes the lights in transition. It's pinned off the glass by Andrew Cook, but there for the offensive rebound was McCadney. He puts it in and draws the foul.
Great play and a three-point.
Oh, my gosh.
Just a great play by McCadney. Just a super play.
Cook goes up to pin it, and the Saints only had one guy down there, and all of a sudden it's an and one.
Yeah. I don't know how he made that shot. I really don't.
I've never heard a crowd go from such a roar to such silence in such little time.
In 1/2 second.
Oh, my goodness. McCadney at the line. 4:57 to play. Looking to make it a one-point game, and he does. Free throw is up and good.
And that's a 9-point run by Northern.
Andrew Cook near side on the wing. Offensive foul called. I like what Jovan does there. He didn't like the call, and he talks to his coach about it instead of yelling at the refs. That's how you get a T.
Well, there's 4:48 left to go. A lot of basketball to be played,
Yeah.
and we knew this was going to be close.
And that was on Hillman, by the way, I should mention.
Yeah.
Carroll putting some pressure up down the court. Harris gets it over to the far side. Braggs. Back to McCadney now. McCadney guarded by Cook. Northern with a chance to take the lead on this possession. McCadney steps through, gets it to Keltner. Now to the corner, it's Bragg. Braggs drives in, pull up mid-range. Jay, nice defense by Cook.
No chance he called
though.
bank. No chance he wanted to hit the bank there.
But he did.
Yeah.
61-60. Northern has their first lead since the first half. Shamrock Campbell up top. Goes to the elbow, Slovankin with it. Slovankin dumps it off. I didn't see what happened there, Gary.
That was a deflection. Northern knocked it out.
We got Coach Hughes playing some defense in front of us. Well, Carroll has it on the baseline now. 4:02 to play. 1 point Northern lead. Inbounding from the baseline is Hillman. Hillman gets to the corner to Campbell. Now to the elbow. Temple with it. Cook gets the screen, takes the three. It's good! Andrew Cook from deep.
Big time shot.
And
that breaks the 11-0 run that Northern had.
Just like that, the Saints lead by 2 once again.
Yeah.
3:45 to play here in the ball game. McCadney up top. McCadney dumps it off. Braggs with it. Now to Harris. Harris guarded by Hillman. Hillman pokes it loose. It's stolen. Here comes Cook in transition. He's got numbers. And one! Andrew Cook count the basket.
Massive play by Cook.
65-61. Saints lead by 4, and Cook will look to make it 5 at the charity stripe. Wow, what a sequence.
Oh.
Andrew Cook, man. Holy cow.
Yeah.
Foul called on the.
And
that was Anthony Braggs.
And John has taken Reynolds out, who has really done a nice job on Jovan, but he made he made a mistake right there offensively, but he has been a good defensive player.
Cook's free throw is up and good. McCadney gets it to Harris. 5 points, Saints lead. Saints looked like they were in trouble, down 1, but 6 quick points from Andrew Cook puts them up by 5. McCadney drives the lane, pump fakes, kicks it out. Braggs gets Cook in the air, takes a 3. It's no good. Rebound brought down Keltner on the offensive glass. Back out McCadney. His 3 is short. Rebound pulled in by Cook. The Saints will get it back. Shamrock Campbell across half court. 3 minutes to go. Saints got nothing but time. Campbell gets it to Slavonkinen. Driving kick. 3 is no good. Long rebound hit out of bounds. Carroll will get it back. It looks like it must have hit the little banner there, hanging down. Not banner. Ribbon of some sort.
Yeah.
Hanging from the hoop.
So it'll be 20 seconds on the shot clock for Carroll here.
Hillman
they'd like to get something going at the rim, not the jump shot. Jovan is settling kind of for that jump shot.
They get it to Campbell. Campbell in the lane. Dumps it out. Temple. Hillman pump fakes. Hillman drives the lane up with it. Reverse. He gets fouled. He'll shoot 2.
And that's what you want right now. This is the when you're in the bonus, you want guys attacking the rim right now, like Johnny just did there.
They might get reached. They might get a shot on the foul.
Yeah. You
double bonus.
You can take that jump shot at the end of the shot clock, but not early. You want to attack every bit you can.
Johnny's basketball IQ is always impressive. Free throw from Hillman up. Ooh, in and out. It rattled.
Free throws have hurt him. That's 3 in a row free throws Carroll's missed.
And no, Coach Hughes
3 out of 4. 3 out of 4 to 5.
Hillman. Coach Hughes trying to call a timeout. Hillman misses his second, though. They called 5 seconds on the shooter, or whatever, 10.
I don't know what Sean is yelling about, but he
was trying to get one of his players to call a timeout. I think when you're at the free throw line, only the players can call him, not the coach.
But Carroll can't it's crunch time. You can't miss free throws like that.
Yeah, well, they were looking over. Everyone's looking. He's trying to call a timeout. Carroll's going to go back to the press here. Nelson gets it across half court. 5-point Carroll lead after the 2 missed free throws. McClement call. Passes it out to Harris. Harris guarded by Cook. Harris takes him off the dribble. Nice defense by Cook. Nice help defense by Temple, but we got an and 1 for Keltner. They just caught the Saints 1 step behind that.
Oh, that was a great pass. Great pass.
It's now a 3-point game. Could be 2 after the free throw.
And the free throws that Carroll's missed, it keeps Northern in the game, and you break your momentum.
Keltner, no good. Rebound brought down Slavonkinen. Here come the Saints across half court. Slavonkinen, near side. Nice pass from Hillman. It gets deflected, though. Campbell comes up with it, gets it out to Cook. Cook drives the lane, looks to dump it out to Temple. Out of bounds. Who's it off? It's off Carroll. The ref on the sideline went to the ref on the baseline, make sure they got the call right, and I think they did.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go ahead and take a second. Now we got to pause and play. 3-point Carroll lead, 66-63 on the Mike Miller State Farm Insurance scoreboard. 2 minutes, 3 seconds to go in the ball game. It's Northern basketball, and they'll inbound. Carroll's going to come out in that 2-1-2 press. McCadney picked up by Campbell. Now they're going to back it off. It looked like they were going to press. McCadney kicks it out to Nelson. Nelson drives in, switched on to Campbell. Looks for the cutter. It's stolen by Cook. Cook, long pass ahead in transition. Campbell fighting for it into the bleachers. Off McCadney. Carroll will keep it.
Oh, those two guys want to win. Those two?
Yeah.
I mean, how hard do you want to play?
It was McCadney and Campbell.
McCadney and Campbell diving for the ball out of bounds.
They didn't care if they hit each other. They didn't care if they hit the bleachers. Timeout called by Carroll. We're going to keep it here, Gary. 66-63. Saints lead by 3. A minute 43 to go. Good crowd here at the PE Center. They're loud. And Carroll trying to open up conference play with a win, but Northern will not go quietly into the good night.
No, they're too good.
And Carroll's keeping them around. Like you said, the free throws are important.
The missed free throws. They've missed Jovan missed 2, and then Johnny missed 2, and then they made 1, but that's 4 out of 5 free throws that they missed at crunch time, and that keeps Northern in the ballgame, and you lose momentum when you miss them.
I mean, no kidding. It's as good as a turnover at that point.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not because you're on some time, I guess.
But Carroll's got 26 seconds now on the shot clock. Got a kind of where they got the ball in bounds is kind of an awkward spot, so they'll have to get it back up on top. And Coach Paulson, see what he's got here. I like Jovan attacking the rim. I really do. I don't think anybody can stop him. Now they got Reynolds back in the ballgame. Maybe they don't. Reynolds is their best defender that I've seen on Jovan, but he is not in the ballgame for Northern. So we'll see who's going to come out and guard Jovan. But I like him attacking the rim.
Minute 43 to go. 26 seconds on the shot clock when we get out of this timeout here. It'll be Carroll basketball after the loose scrum. Go ahead and finish off these reads. Carroll basketball on Rewind 94.9 is brought to you by your Montana Toyota dealers. Also, Mattress Firm, Montana's largest Tempur-Pedic retailer. Save time, save money. And A1 Rentals, make your projects easier. Also, St. Peter's Health. For St. Peter's Health Orthopedic Urgent Care offers same-day walk-in care from Helena's top orthopedic specialists. Learn more at sbhealth.org/ortho. Campbell takes the inbound off the timeout, goes down low to Slavankinen. Slavankinen, one-on-one, takes it inside, puts up a little baby hook. No good. He gets his own rebound, though, and Jovan will get it outside and get it to Campbell. Fresh 20 on the shot clock for the Saints. Little under 90 seconds to play here. Carroll want to take their time and get a good shot here. High ball screen to Campbell. Out to Cook. 3 from Cook. He buries it! Andrew Cook!
My goodness.
Oh, my!
My goodness.
6-point Carroll lead, and Andrew Cook is bringing the house down at the PE Center. McCadney on the other end, and he gets it and one.
And I don't know about that.
I didn't see a foul there.
Well, that's a huge call. Just a huge call.
Andrew Cook's got 20, man. If you're wondering who our St. Peter's Health player of the game is going to be, I think I got an idea.
Yeah.
Free throw up. No good. Loose ball, and Northern comes up with it. Oh, boy, 4-point game, and they get another possession. McCadney. Good chance for a 2-for-1 here for Northern. Harris guarded by Cook outside. Going to take him off the dribble. Cook got him to pick it up. Gets it out to Braggs. Braggs guarded by Okeke. 8 seconds. It's pinned off the glass by Okeke. Ball's loose, and Northern comes up with it again. 3 seconds on the shot clock, and it's a shot clock violation. Wow. Excellent defense by Cook to get Harris to pick up his dribble.
Yeah.
Ifani, he did the LeBron James move there. Hey, why don't you get by me so I can just annihilate your shot off the glass?
Now, I think Northern has to foul here, Daniel. 39 seconds left to go. Carroll with a 4-point lead. Yeah.
I think it depends on whose hands the ball is in.
And Carroll has 2 timeouts left. And I'm not sure what the delay is here. I'm really not. Do they have somebody foul out? Did they have?
I don't think so.
But there was a long delay there. I don't know what the refs were doing.
I think they were making sure they inbounded it from the right spot. Slavankinen will get it in from the far side over to Campbell. Back to Jovan. Andrew Cook, man. I can't get over. They're going to foul Campbell.
Yeah, and that's who you wanted him to foul. I think Sean wanted him to foul Jovan, and I think Coach Paulson wanted him to foul Shamrock. 32 seconds left. Shamrock at the line to shoot 2.
Free throw up from Campbell. It's good. He'll shoot one more. Now they're going to get a timeout in between free throws. That's the 3rd time this game he's tried to call a timeout in between free throws.
He does. He likes to freeze that shooter, especially if he makes the first one, and it's been effective for him.
The last time he didn't end up getting the chance to ice Johnny, and it worked.
So much time left.
Yeah, well, we're going to keep it here for this timeout, by the way.
32 seconds. Carroll up 5, but 1 free throw. And Northern doesn't have to shoot a 3. And the refs are calling it so tight when you attack the rim. I think you get the ball to either Harris or McCadney and attack the rim and maybe get the 3 the hard way. But they might want to take a 3, but Carroll will defend that 3-point line hard. I would think that they're going to attack.
Well, they just sent Micah Hauser to the scores table, just a freshman.
But he can shoot threes.
I imagine he's a threat to shoot. Yeah. Sorry, redshirt freshman out of 3-4.
Yeah. So, he is a pure. He's a 3.
Keep an eye out for him as well.
Yeah.
Every team's got their guy they can bring out off the bench and make him shoot it.
I can remember when Sean Hughes was a freshman at Montana Tech, and he came in the ball game in situations like this because he was a pure 3. And he made a lot of them. Yes, he did.
And he played in the 90s, I assume?
Yeah, he played for Rick Dessing, and he was a pure 3. He had
Did he ever give you the blues?
Oh, he was tough. He was a tough player.
I didn't know he played at Tech.
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever brought that up before.
No, we haven't.
It's always Hyatt playing at Westminster, but never John Hughes playing at Tech.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here's Campbell at the line. 32 seconds to play. Can make it a 6-point game. Oh, and he misses the second free throw, so we got a 5-point game.
It worked.
If they can get a 3 here, this can get really interesting. They give it to Hauser. Hauser picks up the screen. Now he's going to drive in. He could have shot that off the ball screen. McCadney off the dribble. They're looking for 2. He drives in, puts up a runner.
And they got a foul again.
They got a foul.
Any contact at all right now, the officials are calling a foul. Any contact at all. Completely, totally opposite of how the game is called the first quarter.
You called it.
Exactly opposite.
You called it at halftime, Gary. Well, here's the first free throw attempt. McCadney, it's good. Now a 4-point game.
And it's a one possession game if he makes this one.
And another timeout. I think that's their last one. No, apparently they got 2 left.
So Northern's going to set up, if he makes this their press, and who they want to foul. And Coach Paulson's got 2 timeouts left. So he's setting up what he wants to do against the press. But if it doesn't work, he's got 2 timeouts left, and he can use one of them. 20 seconds to go. Carroll up 4. Probably going to be up 3. He'll probably make this free throw.
Yeah, I would imagine so. McCadney's been rock solid, but then again, we don't expect Sham to miss free throws, and that just happened down at the other end. So it's really this game's been pretty unpredictable at the charity stripe. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. Well, we've never seen Carroll miss this many free throws.
No. Let's see if I can get the spread here on the live
They're over 70, aren't? Yeah.
7 to 13, 53%.
Yeah.
Northern shooting 8 of 11 from the free throw line, but Carroll a little under 50%. I mean, that's the reason this thing's so close.
Exactly.
With 20 seconds left.
Exactly.
And Carroll, offensively, I feel like they've executed what they've wanted to execute.
Oh, yeah.
Given the circumstances, they got some really tough guys guarding them.
Oh, yeah. It's been just a terrific basketball game, and the X factor has been Andrew Cook.
Absolutely.
For Carroll. Yeah.
One might say he's been gold standard.
Yeah.
Shout out St. Peter's Health. All right. Both teams taking the floor again. McCadney will step up to the line. McCadney taking his time. A lot of dribbles. Oh, and he missed it. It's rebounded by Slovankin, and it's still a 4-point game. And Jovan's going to try and get it across half court, but not before he gets fouled.
And that was a big miss. And Coach Hughes has been calling timeouts to freeze the free throw shooter. I don't think intentionally, but it's worked out. It's worked against Carroll. And that time it worked against his own team. And but by that we mean you call timeout after the first free throw has been shot.
It's like icing the kicker.
Yeah.
Here's Jovan. First free throw up. No good. Oh, my.
This is just a disaster.
Gary, spare me from this.
It's a disaster. It gets infectious after a while. Yeah, he
Jovan
does.
will shoot one more. On both ends, man. Jovan makes the second. 71-66. 5-point Carroll lead, 15 seconds to play. Carroll's just got to park the bus. McCadney, he's going to drive the lane again, see if he can get a foul. He puts one up, no good. Keltner's putback is in. It's good. And Coach Hughes is going to take his final timeout. 6.7 seconds left. Carroll with a 3-point lead, full timeout. Gary, we're going to take this break with 6.7 seconds to play. We'll have more Carroll basketball coming up next here on Rewind 94.9 and KCAP.com. Back from the break, Daniel Sally, Gary Turcotte, 71-68. Carroll leads Northern. 6.7 seconds left. Name of the game right now for Carroll, inbound the ball and get to the line. Slavankinen gets the inbound pass, and a foul called. He was probably getting ready to call a timeout there. 3 seconds left, and they had the trap, but they had to foul him.
Oh, yeah. And a couple of seconds came off the clock.
All right, Jovan. We'd love two here. Just got to make one.
Yeah.
I mean, realistically, with 3.5 seconds, got to make one.
Yeah, he doesn't want to miss two here. He missed the first one. There's going to be a lot of pressure on him on the second one.
Free throw up. It's good. Attaboy, Jovan. And someone just yelled booyah in the stands, and frankly, I agree. One more on the way from Jovan. It's good. Jovan hits them both. 5-point game. Harris is going to take a deep three at the horn. Oh, and he banked it in. Well, good thing Jovan made those two free throws. Yeah. That's going to do it for tonight's ball game. 73-71. The final score on the Mike Miller State Farm Insurance scoreboard. The Saints win by 2 and a very highly contested Frontier Conference basketball game.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
Welcome to the Frontier.
Welcome to the Frontier, and welcome to the Frontier to Andrew Cook and Garrett Long.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
We're going to go ahead and take a break. 73-71. Saints win. Final on the Mike Miller State Farm Insurance scoreboard. We'll have the post-game show built by Builders First Source coming up next here on Rewind 94.9 and KCAP.com.